Hello everyone. So today we are going to start our series where we will be solving each and every problem on LeetCode, specifically using Python 3. So let's start with the first problem here, which is to sum. Okay, so let's read the prompt. So here it's written, given an array of integer nums and an integer target, return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. Perfect. So what the question is asking is that you have an array named nums and an integer called target, and we have to return the indices of two numbers such that they add up to target. So here in the example 1 we can see the target is 9, and here if we have a look at the nums, we have an array which has 2, 7, 11 and 15. So we can clearly see that our solution is 2 plus 7, which is 9. And if we have a look at the indices, so as we can see that arrays start from index 0. So this is at 0th index, this is at first index, this is second index, this is third index. Perfect. So we will return the answer as 0, comma 1 here, as you can see. Or we can return the answer as 1, comma 0. Why? Because you can return the answer in any order. Perfect. So how do we code this? Here are a little bit about the constraints, which is num's length should be between this, and here one other condition is mentioned that only one valid answer exists. As we can see here in our example, only 2 and 7 add up to 9, and no other integer inside the array. Thus the answer is always 0, comma 1 or 1, comma 0. Perfect. And they have also added a follow-up. Can you come up with an algorithm that is less than O(n) squared time complexity? And guys, we will be solving this in order of n time complexity. So we will be solving not only this question but also on the follow-up. Perfect. Okay, so let's get started. So this is Python 3, and for all of those who are new to Python and are just getting started, so let me start with something that we will be using in this question, which is a dictionary. So dictionary is nothing but a hash map in other programming languages, but here in Python we called it dictionary, and it's super easy to implement. So let's say we will create a dictionary, and what should we call it? We will be calling it, let's just call it an output dictionary. Perfect. And how to create a dictionary is just using these two curly brackets, and right here our dictionary or a hash map is ready. It's that simple here in Python. Perfect. Okay, let's move ahead. So how we can solve this? So the algorithm or the logic that we'll be using for solving this is basically we will be putting inside this dictionary. Okay, so let me first give you a brief background of dictionary. Dictionary store the values in key value pair. So basically the inside of dictionary would look something like this. 1 is to 2. So what this means is 1 is the key and 2 is the value. So let's say if I want to know the value, like if I put here this and 1, so the output of this thing would be equivalent to 2. Yeah, that's how simple dictionaries are. Perfect. Okay, so let's get started. So what we will be doing is we will be storing, let's say we will start iterating over this array or list of nums, and for the first value 2, what we will be doing is subtracting it with 9. So when we subtract 2 with 9, we get 7. And then when we go over to next iteration, we will compare whether 7 already exists in the output dictionary. If true, if it exists in the dictionary, that simply means that 7 plus 2 will add up to 9, and that would be our logic. It's as simple as that, and our question here is solved. Okay, so let's start coding. First, we will define the output dictionary. We have already done that. Perfect. Now we will be iterating over the values inside our array, or you can say list, called nums. So how to do that in Python? We will use a for loop. So what we will do, we will write for value in nums. Perfect. Now this will iterate over nums such that first it will have the value first will have value 2, then it will have value 7, then it will have 11, then it will have 15, and so on. Now what we will do, we will check the comparison. We will check if this value already exists in the dictionary. So what we will do, if value in output dictionary. If this condition is true, that means we have met our condition, which means 2 is already present in our output dictionary, and we just need to return the index of that value, and adding it to the other value, let's say 7, the target will be 9. So how to do that? For doing that, we will simply return, we will be returning a list of values. So that's why I have used square brackets here. So what we will return output dictionary, then we will put value here, which basically tells the value that we want from that. And the next thing, now we have the index of this, but as you can see here in code, we do not have the index value of value. So how to do that? We will make a slight modification in our for loop. So what we will do is we will write for index comma value in, we will do enumerate. Enumerate is a special keyword here in Python 3 which does the following things. So index will have the index of 2. Let's say we are iterating over nums. So index will have index of 2, which is 0, and value will have value of 2, which is 2. So now we will again check if value in output dictionary. Okay, perfect, that's true. So return output dictionary value, comma, index, which will be our index. And if it's not true, so what we will do is we will put output dictionary. So now the trick comes, and we will not be putting the value but target minus value, and what the value will be, it's equal to index. Perfect. Okay, so I think our code is good to go. Let's give it a test. So to do that, I'll just run this. Let's see what will be our outputs. Perfect. As you can see, all the sample test cases get passed. Here we have output 0, 1, expected was also 0, 1. Similarly, if we go to case 2, we have output 1, 2, expected is also 1, 2. Okay, so let's submit the solution. Perfect. It passed all the test cases and it beat 67.375% of Python users. So I would say it's a very good solution. The complexity of this solution is of order of hash is nothing but a way to put comments in Python. So this is a time complexity which is quite good, and I would say this is one of the best solutions. The only problem with this solution is it uses extra space. As you can see, we have created a dictionary, so that dictionary is taking some extra space. Apart from this, this solution is perfectly fine. We'll run for all of the solutions here. Perfect. So this is our solution for today's problem number 1 to sum. Tomorrow I'll come again with problem number 2 of LeetCode. Thank you for joining. Wish you all the best. Good luck. Good day. Bye bye.